Welcome to another QuoteWerks 101, our regular series of short presentations giving you more information and hints and tips on getting the most out of QuoteWerks. And in this session, I'm going to cover how to keep on top of your old quotations. Hello, my name is Tim Wilmot and my company Wizard Systems. We are a specialist CRM systems supplier who help small and mid-sized organizations improve their sales productivity, marketing, and customer service through the use of simple and affordable solutions like QuoteWerks. So this presentation will be about 10 minutes or so in duration. The audio part of it is one way only, those listening live. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box. So we do these sessions normally every week, live sessions and plenty of opportunities to ask us some questions on QuoteWerks or the topic in hand. So I'd love to answer those at the end. Also at the end, I'll give you an update on any QuoteWerks product news for you. And the call is being recorded for those people listening live. You will get a link, an email from our system with a link to the recording that you can play back at your leisure. And it will be on our YouTube channel as well. Just go to Wizard Systems up on YouTube for loads and loads of other QuoteWerks videos. Quick mention about Wizard Systems. We're a leading supplier, as I mentioned, of CRM and associated applications and solutions. We provide the complete service around any of the products we supply, setting these systems up, providing you with all the training that you need so you know how to use it, and all the ongoing support as well. Okay, so let's pop into QuoteWerks then and go through searching for old quotes. So here is QuoteWerks and an open quote, an existing quote that I've got here. First thing I'd like to cover is that on the sales information tab, those QuoteWerks users will probably be aware of a couple of important date fields. You've got the document date, when was the actual document created there, and also the expiry date as well. So they would be typically two dates that you might focus on, those quotes that have expired and or those quotes over a certain age based on the document date. Now, there are a few ways that QuoteWerks gives you to find these old documents. A key way is by clicking on the Open button here, Open icon on your QuoteWerks toolbar, and that will allow you to search for all of the quotes on any kind of search criteria that you want, including the document date there, right in the middle. So I can go to document date, and there's a number of predefined date ranges. So we can look at the current period, this month, this week, and also previous periods as well, last 30 days, last 60 days, and so on. Or I can select custom when I can actually go from a particular date, from a date to another date. Secondly, I've got expires here as well. So I can keep a check of not only quotes that are about to expire or may be expiring this week, but also if I scroll down again, I've got those predefined previous periods there, quite a few to choose from, including their 3 months and the months of the year. And right down the bottom, I've got custom again when I can stipulate a date range. So that allows you to easily look at those different date ranges, and generally instantly QuoteWerks will then refresh the display so that you can see all of the quotes that meet that criteria. You can also on this QuoteWerks open document window here, click on this little icon to export it to the clipboard so you can dump it into a document or typically an Excel spreadsheet if you want to further look at it and all of the other columns that you've got along the way. So that's one way of finding old documents and being alerted to those. Another way is going to your dashboard, and that will give you an indication of those quotes that are expiring or recent quotes that you'd quoted for. So the dashboard also will give you additional ways of finding those old quotes. Option number 3, QuoteWerks gives you a report writer. So there's some standard reports in the system to get you started, typical reports that you would expect for printing out any information in the QuoteWerks application. Plus you can create your own quotes, and also the existing quotes that you've got, you can amend them. So there's a number of different standard reports that you've got with QuoteWerks. These are the standard ones that come with the system. Now these reports, you can further build in a filter into that report. So here is one here called Outstanding Quotes. I can click on the edit button, and that will allow me to change the report criteria. So this will allow us to see the existing criteria in the system. So you can see that the document type is set to quote, and also that we're not looking at any lost quotes either. There is the document status field there, so you can actually change that as you know the status of that quote. Now, we can add on additional criteria to the existing criteria. So, for example, if I wanted to look at all quotes older than a certain document date, a certain date, I can click on the AND button there, brings in another operator, and then I can select field, and from the document headers, go to the document date field. There it is there. They're all in alphabetical order. And then the value, so I could say less than, click on the little magnifying glass, and that will allow me to select a particular value there. I can go back and select that particular date and then run that report. So there you are, and that can be saved within the report as well if you want to constantly use that report. These reports, by the way, can also be cloned. So that report there, one of these standard reports, it's a good idea, it's good practice to try and clone these reports rather than amending the original. So always clone those reports rather than amending the original. So there you are, a few ways of finding your old quotes, searching for them, printing them out, a few ways there, copying them into Excel, finding them through a management report as well. Bear in mind, another potential option might be through your CRM application. QuoteWerks links to many leading contact management and CRM applications so that when you create the quote and you save the quote, it's going to put summary information into your chosen CRM system. So that could be an alternate way, a complementary way of finding these old quotes and obviously recording your interactions with the customer as you're chasing up these old quotes. Right, so if you've got any questions, before I give you a little update on QuoteWerks news as of September 2020. First question from Kimberly, can we change the expiry date? Our quotes expire within 14 days. Yes, you can change your options in QuoteWerks. That can be a global change, and change it from that. You may find the default might be 30 days when it's set up for you, but yes, you can change that to a shorter time frame. Brendan, what if there's been lots of revisions to quotes? Would I not find all the old quotes? Potentially yes, but there is on that open, on the first option I showed you, there is an option to include or exclude quote revisions if you want to. but the document date will also reflect the quote revision as well. So a new quote will have a newer date. Right, don't think there's any more questions coming through, so thanks both of you for those. So latest QuoteWerks news as of September 2020, all our training at the moment is online. We're not fully back in our offices yet. We've got a couple of training rooms in our Bristol office, not fully opened yet. A lot of us are still working from home, so we can provide any kind of training to you delivered online. Please contact us for any information on that and pricing. The latest version of QuoteWerks is version 5.5. Then within the version you get builds. The latest build is 5.22. Please go to QuoteWerks.com for more information on that. And to get updates to QuoteWerks, you can have an upgrade and maintenance program, a UMP for short, that can be acquired from Wizard Systems, and that will ensure that over the contract period, normally a year, you get all of the updates. You have access to all the updates to QuoteWerks, and they can be easily applied on your system. So that's it done for this session on how to find your old quotations. If you've got any ideas for future quotation topics, please email me. My name is Tim Wilmot, tim@wizard-systems.com. There's our YouTube details. Go to Wizard Systems, you'll see loads more QuoteWerks and other CRM related videos. But for those attending live, thanks very much for your time, and we'll catch up with you same time next week. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.